Hello friends, happy holiday tree time. Today we're going to take a look at the SpeedBeez revolver speed loaders. I love these damn things. They are so good. I love these so much. And I think you'd probably enjoy them too. So we're going to take a very close look at them. This is probably not going to be a super long video because this is a really simple, great device. I think it's an awesome product. You know, this is probably the best speed loader I've tried. It might not be the cheapest. God knows it's not cheap. It might not be the smallest, but in terms of machining quality and what it feels like to use it, this is a great piece of kit right here. Gotta load my SpeedBeez. They're bees on speed.
SpeedBeez.
Okay, so the way these work, you just click them down on that. It grabs the 10-22 LR. By the way, we're shooting Federal Auto Match, which is really for automatic pistols, but it's fine. It works fine in revolvers. We load our SpeedBeez by pressing that in there. Better than I thought. Not a very graceful reload.
Hey.
That's in the buffalo's butt. Tonight we're going to take a look at SpeedBeez. This will be a short one because it just doesn't need to be complicated. This isn't a complicated product, but it is one of my favorites. These are my favorite revolver speed loaders on the market. The quality is outstanding, they're easy to use, and most importantly, they're fast. For my 22 GP100, I ordered 2 of these loaders and this little plastic loading tray. The loaders are so good, I wish I'd bought 3 or more. Hell, I wish I had 10 of the damn things. Speed loaders and moon clips have been around for a very long time. These aren't a new idea, but SpeedBeez, they're sort of taking the idea of the speed loaders to the quality extreme. These aren't cheap, but they're built to a much higher standard than most of the others. And most importantly, they do what it says on the tin. They're very fast, they look like bees, and I love saying SpeedBeez. Features. These are lightweight speed loaders, and you can get them for most of the popular revolver models. My particular loaders hold 10 rounds of 22 long rifle for the GP100 in the same caliber. The tops are aluminum, and the bottom section is plastic. That spring that runs all the way around the loader is what retains the cartridges. I highly recommend purchasing one of these loading trays with the loaders. These are nice and heavy to prevent them from blowing around outside at the range. You set the rounds down in the tray. You hold the empty loader by the plastic base and press it down on the cluster of conveniently placed cartridges. The rims snap over that spring that we looked at, which hold the rounds securely in place. Yay, nothing revolutionary there. To use them to load the gun, line up the cartridge with their matching chambers in the cylinder and press the big yellow part in. This drops the cartridges. But how, you ask? Well, these little posts in there, they push on the cartridges and help them pass the spring that holds them in place. It's just delightfully simple. I love it. Hey.
You know what that means?
More SpeedBeez, which I need to actually store them on the right side of my body for this. I shouldn't be throwing my beautiful SpeedBeez on the ground, but you know, it's fine. No. I got it today.
What was that?
What?
That really loud noise. Oh, that head tilt too.
That was a rifle round.
Oh.
Now, of what variety, I do not know. But. Okay. Out of SpeedBeez. How have these performed? SpeedBeez are super fast. They're probably the fastest speed loaders that I've tried, even being a hair faster than the Safarilands, which were my prior favorite. These are quick, and the action is super smooth. With some other loaders, I fumble pretty bad, maybe once every 5th reload, and it takes a fucking year for me to unfumble it once that happens. That doesn't seem to ever happen with these, even though I have less practice. The worst that can happen is that I can't quite get the rounds lined up with the cylinder as fast as I'd like to. No big deal there. I'm going to do a detailed comparison between loaders later, but I can tell you that the SpeedBeez are of a much higher quality than the Safarilands and are smoother in every way. Then the SpeedBeez make the HKS loaders feel positively archaic. And that's not bias. I have more time with the HKS loaders than all the others combined. But this is better. I feel like the SpeedBeez are always working with me, never slowing me down because cheap plastic is binding or the cartridges are too wiggly so I can't get them lined up under pressure. These are my favorite loaders. But I have to note, these seem to be competition loaders for matches or range fun. SpeedBeez are so slick because of the spring. While it holds the rounds firmly, a spring can't compare to the mechanism the Safarilands have for cartridge retention. And they aren't really meant to be as robust. Even the HKS loaders hang on to the rounds better than these do. I can just pull them out with my fingers. So keep that in mind. Buy the right tool for the job. For a carry, you'll want the Safarilands, the HKS ones, or speed strips. I personally much prefer the Safarilands by a mile. It makes sense though. SpeedBeez makes a ton of accessories for these, all of which point to competition use or range use. They never advertise that these are suitable for defense as far as I could tell. That said, they hold onto rounds well enough that they would work for defense in a pinch if you needed them to, but they're really not optimal for that. The only real problem I can find with these, if you're using them for the right use, is the price. You have to pay for quality. These are the nicest loaders I've used and the most expensive by far. So you can buy like 5 of the Safarilands for the price of 1 of the SpeedBeez. They're pushing $40. That's why I only have 2, but you get what you pay for, and I don't regret the purchase. They're definitely going to be more in my future. Final thoughts. Every now and again, a product comes along that I can wholeheartedly recommend without any reservations. There are maybe 3 of these a year or so. SpeedBeez are definitely one of those products. As long as you need a competition loader, that is, you must use them for the intended purpose if you expect to enjoy them as much as I have. But if you like to shoot revolvers at the range and are going for speed, these are the ones, I think. But prepare to pay for that speed. It's worth it, though. All right, so we took a look at SpeedBeez. What do you think? You think these would work as well for you as they have for me? I'm really impressed. I like these a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good night.